All right, hello there. I've had some people ask me for follow-up on some of the things that I was doing to the Liberty here. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I've started a YouTube channel. Matter of fact, it's not even have enough episodes to really be public yet. And I've decided to make this one of those episodes. So we're going to talk about the buttons I did for the auxiliary lights on my Jeep Liberty here. Now, there are a lot of things that I've captured about the Liberty here. We have two Jeeps, and the channel is going to be on both of them. So we have a Wrangler, and then we have the Liberty KK. And so this channel is going to cover the things that we do with both of them. Also, Jeep rallies, things like that. I've got a lot of stuff that I've already recorded, editing it into episodes now. They're not quite ready yet, but I wanted to get this out there to you on Facebook that wanted to follow up on the things that I had asked you help for. So that's what we're doing today. We will have individual episodes on several of the project-related things for the build on this one and for customizing the Wrangler as well. Let's Jeep it up.
Why don't you get yourself a regular car?
It's a Jeep, Dad. I look good in it.
You have to be a mountain climber to get in it.
All right, so welcome to the inside of my Jeep Liberty KK build. I think this is the first time I've taken anybody on the inside. So on the inside, there's a couple things that I've done. I've put seat covers on to change this head, cloth interior. So I've changed it to these leather seat covers from what's the name of the company? Seat Cover Solutions, I think. Not the easiest things to get on, but between me and my wife both struggling over the seats and pulling and stretching, we got it done. I also had cameras installed. So there's a front-facing dash cam. There's also a rear-facing camera and a backup camera. So those are all different. Had those installed on here. And I upgraded the head unit. So now I have, a touchscreen head unit that has the navigation and all that stuff, which the car didn't have before. Now, a lot of things from my build that I've replaced or whatnot, I'm putting up on Facebook Marketplace. So you may or may not see them there. The radio unit itself is already gone. Now, I am relatively new to the Jeep world. Now, this Jeep Liberty, my wife bought new, so she's had it since 2011, and it was just another car in the family. Well, something happened. I ended up buying her a Tuscadero Wrangler, which she was lusting after, and so I decided I would drive her car, which is the Liberty. Then I had to make it my own. So I've gone through doing all kinds of stuff to the Liberty here. But on the whole, I'm still relatively new to the Jeep world. Not the Jeep brand, but customizing and meeting the people and ducking and all of that stuff that happens within the Jeep community. So I've been asking for assistance on different things for people that know, right? Because the internet is full of them. One of the things that I was doing that I needed assistance on was I installed lighting on the car. I got new headlights, which I'll show you. And if you're interested in those, there's a QR code right here you can scan to go straight to it. Link's also in the description, because I've had people ask me for that. But it has fog lights attached to it. My original lights didn't have fog lights, so the car, stock, did not come with a fog light switch. So I had to insert one. So I decided what I wanted to do was use the blank buttons down where the accessory buttons are. Because there's, three buttons that are being used, two buttons that are being used, one's a light, in the stock button display that's down below the climate control. So that was my plan. I'll just install buttons there. Well, of course, they don't make buttons that fit there. So it was going to be a project. So I found buttons on Amazon. Here's the link to that. So if anybody likes this, they can do it themselves. And so I found these buttons, and they actually fit really well. So I had to go through, Dremel out a hole where the button would go in the button blank, and then that was the easy part. Then I also had to wire the stupid things, and worse than that, make them fit, because they're not stock. They are longer on the back end. There's a lot more wiring, and there's a circuit board that is not relative to aftermarket buttons. So did some asking around people, what I can do, what I can't do, can I cut the board here, etc. And I did. I ended up cutting the board. That part worked fine once we traced out what I could and could not cut off. Still very difficult to get everything to fit behind that stupid circuit board. And so I put them all in. Let me show them to you. All right, so here are my buttons that I put in. All down here with the stock plate. This one is for, you can see the light over there turn on. This is for the interior lights. This one is for the rock lights. And this one is for the fog lights. Now, these two don't work correctly. You see how this one, the button lights up? Yeah, the other ones don't do that. The other issue I have is, this is the hazard lights, and it's depressed in. I could not get this to function correctly once I put it all back in. The other issue is this. See how it sticks out too far? That's super annoying. All of those things might be able to be fixed if I had had more patience, but of course, I did not. Now, wiring it was difficult, because you do it this way, it doesn't work. You do it this way, it doesn't work. All the different, it needed relays. It was a pain to wire, but I got it done. Let me show you what it looks like under the hood. So mess of wiring coming in through the firewall, and then it's all of this, right? So it's quite a bit. There's this is a relay. This is a relay. All, you know, fuses go into the battery. Not fun. We also have a couple that are tied into the fuse panel itself. Relays, wiring mess, etc. But I got it done. So that's where it's at the moment. I'll see if I can get it cleaned up a little later. But I want to thank everybody that helped out. Everybody on the Facebook groups. Forums aren't any help, because for some reason they keep kicking me off and telling me that I'm spam. I have no idea why. I have reached out to the management to complain to them. It hasn't fixed. If you know somebody there that can fix it, let me know. Let them know. But anyway, the Facebook groups have been where I've been reaching out to people that are Jeep folks. But yeah, that's the way she is at the moment. We'll get it cleaned up a little more later. Thank you to everybody that helped. We'll see you in the next one. I also upgraded the interior lighting. Let's see how bright it is.